Good morning, welcome to another day. This is my heading into town, doing lots of chores and unfortunately spending more money than I would like to sort of a day. I've got the wheel for the ride on in the back, and also something else that I haven't spoken about yet, and I'll wait and see what happens. So I could have a tool that I'm buying reluctantly today when I get home, or I might not. So I'll leave it there. When I say reluctantly, if I am able to get another one, it'll be much better and I'll be over the moon. But reluctantly because it's money that I haven't really planned to spend, and given a choice I wouldn't be. But sometimes you just have to bite the bullets, and this is what I might be doing today. I did pick up the new thing, but before I go and show you what it is, public service announcement. If, like me, you own a pair of Birkenstocks and you drive a Suzuki Vitara, be prepared to get an electric shock every time you get out of the car and close the door. I don't know what it is about me. I must be very staticky. But yes, electric shocks are plenty. So Birkenstocks and Suzuki Vitaras, dangerous combination. Welcome to the latest addition to my selection of power tools. I'm not going to go into too much detail about it today, but this is my new Husqvarna battery-powered electric chainsaw. It is, for reference, the 340i. This is the battery that comes with it. The battery slots in this hole through the middle. I haven't actually used it yet. I have charged the battery, but I haven't turned it on. There's every good chance that I'm not going to get the opportunity to use it until Sunday. Welcome to the early evening, late afternoon on this glorious day. Much like the swallows indicated, the weather did go straight from winter to summer. It was up to the high 20s today, which is quite warm enough when you're doing lots of hard work outside. Will and I have been very busy today, and I thought rather than give you an idea of what we're doing before we've done it, I'll give you an idea of what we've done now that we've done it. So I'll spin you around and I'll just quickly give you a guided tour of some of the things that we have achieved today. Starting with what will be the trailer and lawnmower store. You might notice that we've started now to put up the roof supports. We have the one at the back attached to the wall, the one at the front attached to these posts, and a third one lying on the ground which will go in the middle. Will has been practicing not soldering, welding. That's like big soldering. Will's been practicing welding, and he is going to make brackets for the middle pole to sit on. They will be reminiscent of this sort of thing, but he feels that because of the span he can make stronger ones that will be better for this purpose. And then hopefully in the week we'll be able to get the metal, and so possibly by this time next week this will be finished. Don't worry about this, that's to do with the Bromby. I haven't become a hoarder of junk like a lot of people over here seem to. Anyway, that's enough social commentary for today. Let's head down to the deciduous garden quickly. So this is what I wanted to show you. Using my new brush cutter, you might remember that I cleared a lot of the dead bracken and plants on this portion of it. This is a footpath, and what I've just been able to do is the same this side, and in the process, although it might be hard to see currently, I have created a new footpath through this section. I've bundled up the little piles of stuff which I am yet to remove to the bonfire, where I'll just have a very, very small, very quick bonfire that'll that'll burn very, very quickly. In the process, this was cool. I found this. This little bird's nest. I'm pretty confident it's a bird's nest because of some of the evidence here. Don't worry about it, it quite clearly hasn't been used this year. It's not a new one. Isn't that beautiful? I think it's amazing that birds can make things like this just using their mouths. Anyway, I'm going to pop this a bit off the path. You never know, someone else might make a home out of it. Essentially what I've done here is just paved the way. Obviously I need to do a little bit of tidying up. But I've paved the way, that means that once I've cleared these piles, and once I'm back to mowing, I can come down here with the mower, and that will really help to define the path. In many respects, this was the worst part of it, so that like all of this was just dead bracken and regrowth grass. So I've managed to take that out. This stuff is so flammable. Luckily, there's not a lot of tree canopy in this section, so it would have burnt and it wouldn't really have set fire to anything, but nevertheless, better that I burned it in a controlled way than the bushfire burns it in an uncontrolled way. So I'm much happier with that. Will also collected the cross pieces for the roof of the wood store. He's just gone back up to the wood pile to collect the remaining 5. So you might be able to see. In order to do this work, Will christened the Husqvarna chainsaw and could confirm that it was excellent. But in other news, sadly, doing that new footpath work with the brush cutter, my leaf rake crumbled into 1,000 pieces in a way that isn't going to be easily repairable. So I'm going to have to get a new one of those, because I'm now in a position to start doing Operation Rake Up the Leaves around the perimeter, because a couple of days ago, as I mentioned, I collected all of the ash and debris from my winter bonfires, scooped it all up, and I've spread it all on the lawns all around the house as part of my effort to protect the house from bushfire by trying to ensure that I have nice healthy lawns. Vita's just come outside. It's interesting how much the kangaroos are wary of Vita. We'll come outside and they won't sort of really bat an eyelid, but they're not sure about her. She, on the other hand, is massively indifferent to them.
It's a lovely evening this evening. It'll be dark pretty soon. But I noticed that down towards the creek, a couple of trees had fallen over. They do that sometimes. So I thought I would go down and try to tidy them up. What I am doing this evening is grabbing the electric chainsaw and putting the battery in the electric chainsaw, which might look a little bit awkward from your perspective, but let's see what I can do to make it camera friendly. There we go. Battery is in. This is the first one. You can see it's broken off there. Not fallen over, as I said earlier, but simply broken off. And this is the walk, and this is in the way. Let me do something about that. I'll come back. For these, I was going to cut them up smaller, and I realised it's actually going to be a lot easier to drag them up the hill if they're not cut up. I'm a little bit annoyed that I made that cut in the side of the Pomaderris tree, but it should still be all right. I think there was another one along here. Ah, yes, there it is. I can see it. You probably can't see it yet. There we go. You can see where this Pomaderris tree also has fallen across the path. Let's see what we can do about that.
Apropos of nothing at all, I just thought I'd quickly share with you this facial sunscreen that I've been wearing. It's not new. Ultraviolet is an extremely popular Australian brand which you can buy all around the world. I have tried many different facial sunscreens. The La Roche-Posay in my cupboard here, running out. This Ultraceuticals. This one is probably the most expensive one I've tried. This is about $100. I know. And this is one of the cheaper ones that I've tried. If you don't do anything else to look after yourself, then I highly recommend wearing an SPF on your face every single day. I strongly recommend this one. As I say, I've tried loads and loads and loads of facial sunscreens, all sorts of different brands, high price points, low price points, and this is a goodie. The main problem is that it does leave your skin looking a bit shiny, but it's worth it.